The exercises here are being facilitated by the Michigan National Guard working in conjunction with the Missouri National Guard. The drill scenario here involves an 8.4 magnitude earthquake from the New Madrid seismic fault hitting the St. Louis area. The training is going to focus on a simulated response to structural damage, civilian casualties, and chemical contamination in the vicinity of Busch Stadium during a baseball game. The exercises here are being facilitated by the Michigan National Guard working in conjunction with the Missouri National Guard. The drill scenario here involves an 8.4 magnitude earthquake from the New Madrid seismic fault hitting the St. Louis area. The training is going to focus on a simulated response to structural damage, civilian casualties, and chemical contamination in the vicinity of Busch Stadium during a baseball game.
All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, glory, honor, and power to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, those who wrote well and who I learned this truth from. All right, salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence, risking your lives and freedoms to do so. All right, and shalom to the rest of the elect as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly. All right, by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, this is your brother Rakakabar, and as we see they're doing the Michigan, I believe they said the Michigan and Missouri National Guard are pretty much doing a training, a disaster response training that began on the 15th. All right. In response to a magnitude 8.4 earthquake hitting the new Madrid the fault line, man. You know what I'm saying? The fault line, the new Madrid fault line. And, you know, the reason why I'm going into this lesson is because, you know, we know that Yahweh Shah said there will be many earthquakes in many different places, as well as the fact that the same things that happened in the 1800s, man, revolving around those series of earthquakes that they had, those devastating earthquakes in the 1800s, all of those things pretty much lined up this year, man. Even when you had the eclipse, okay, the total solar eclipse we had on April 8th, and 2 weeks prior to that, you had a lunar eclipse. And around the same time, you had the Devil's Comet that was up in the air. And when you actually look into that, which I've done lessons on it, but when you actually look into the history on it, back in the 1800s, the same general heavenly bodies was up there, man. Pretty much the same thing lined up. And now, you know, a lot of people are being warning, you know, that they're using CERN and HARP and all these different, you know, man-made weather and shit like that to, you know, cause these different disasters, which we know that these devils do that, okay? But it's no coincidence that the same shit lining up for back during the 1800s is lining up now, man. All right, and now they got different response training taking place in response to a magnitude 8.4 earthquake, okay, from the New Madrid fault line, man. You see, now that's clearly not a coincidence, and it's like they're expecting that fault line to erupt. I believe they said it's like long overdue. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. Okay, it says a task force 46, Michigan's National Guard and Missouri's National Guard are holding a 3-day exercise which simulates a focused response to an 8.4 magnitude earthquake on the New Madrid seismic fault, resulting in structural damage, civilian casualties, and chemical contamination in the vicinity of Busch Stadium, man. So it's almost like they're kind of highlighting or hinting at it occurring. You see, and they also went out and said that, you know, it's long overdue, right? Let me look that up real quick. You know, because we're in them times, man, where we know shit's getting shaken up all across the planet. Let me see. You know, overdue. They saying that earthquake, that fault line is overdue for an eruption, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's just read this here at the top. It says, as of February 2023, some geologists believe that the New Madrid seismic zone was overdue for a large earthquake. Okay. It says the New Madrid seismic zone is a series of ancient faults that stretch from New Madrid, Missouri, southwest into the southern and midwestern United States, and is the largest earthquake-prone zone east of the Rocky Mountains. The last major earthquake in that area was a 6.6 event in Charleston, Missouri, in 1895. And geological studies indicate that similar earthquakes occurred around 900 AD and 1450 AD. But really, the largest they had was during what they call the Great Madrid earthquakes back in the 1800s, which that's the reason why they're preparing for a magnitude 8. All right, higher than a magnitude 8, because that's what occurred back during the 1800s, man. Let me pull that up real quick. See, that's gonna cause all types of devastation, man. Casualties, structural damage. It says 1811 to 1812 New Madrid earthquakes were a series of intense intraplate earthquakes beginning with an initial earthquake of moment magnitude 7.2 to 8.2. 7.2 to 8.2 on December 16th, 1811, followed by a moment magnitude 7.4 aftershock on the same day. See? So earthquakes of magnitude that are greater than 8, and that's why they're preparing. All right? And it's going on now. I believe it don't end till, they said it's a 3 days, so 15th, 16th, 17th. It might end today or sometime tomorrow, morning or whatever. But they got these response trainings taking place ahead of, the elections, ahead of all these talks of war. We know a lot of shit's about to pop off, man. We know and a lot of people speculate that when Trump, whether or not that was a psyop or not, but they speculate when he did that fist pump, and said fight, fight, fight 3 times, that was pretty much, the cue, to the elites or whatever the case. That was like the cue to go ahead and let's get shit cracking. Let's get shit popping. And we're going to enter into a whole new phase of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And once again, we know earthquakes are a sign of the times, man. Okay? And we wouldn't be surprised if that fault line, which is overdue, did have a major eruption, man. That really, really shake shit up. All right? Okay, let me see here. Let me just click on the image real quick, right? Just to get a visual of where that's generally located, because we also know that the eclipse pathway crossed this particular area, crossed the same area, man. Okay, but yeah, you got the boot heel of Missouri. Okay, all right. You see where the New Madrid fault line pretty much is lying. That's why you got the Michigan and Missouri National Guard during that disaster response training. So, I mean, it's like they're telling you in one way or another, that, they expect it to erupt, man, because, with CERN, they got CERN, they have HARP, they have technology to where they could cause that to happen. They could, fuck with the tectonic plates, I believe, and, cause that to occur, man. Or it could just be the Most High doing it, but no, either way, just like with Hurricane Beryl, okay, left a million plus Texans without power for multiple days, man, which, it lasted for like 4 or 5 days, and it got to the point to where, you go that long without power in this heat, man, people gonna start dying, but this is something that, it's a hot possibility, man. We could be looking at, this occurring. All right. Let me see here. Which is why they're doing this response training. And let's look at these comments real quick. HARP frequency's going to hit. New Madrid fault. Nashville, Illinois had dam fails. Oh, yeah, Nashville did just have them dam fails, right? Texas just got hit with that Hurricane Beryl. I mean, look, man, it's a lot taking place, man. Mud floods, martial law, no elections, all playing. God save us. The Most High is the one bringing this about, though, man. It's like he's bringing this about because the judgment of the wicked is here, man. It's nigh. All right, but yeah, we do know these devils it's looking like they want to kind of bring a halt to these elections, cause some shit to shake up before these elections, man. Once again, problem, reaction, solution. Solution's gonna be martial law, National Guard, and shit like that, man. Something is about to pop off. Keep thinking they're drilling. Just cause, order out of chaos. See, a lot of people are hip to a lot of Esau's enchantments, man. Of course, it's still working on the majority of these people, but a lot of people, man, like, even saying things like order out of chaos and understanding that these devils want to bring martial law and shit like that. It's like people are privy, man. Knowing about exercises, quote unquote exercises by government surrounding a quote unquote attack of 9/11, I would say it's highly plausible something will go down. You see, and yeah, it's highly plausible. We just always gotta keep in mind everything that's taking place. They're warning of follow-up attacks to that attempted Trump assassination. They're warning of domestic T attacks from those different jihadist groups. They're warning of the New Madrid fault line erupting, this and that and this and that. See, you see so many things that's leading up, man, around this time that we could easily have some type of black swan event that, yes, they'd have to lock this motherfucker down, martial law, and we gotta suspend the elections or whatever, however the fuck they play it, man. But hey, when have they done a disaster response training, trying to prepare for an 8.4 earthquake? Okay, and maybe they have before, but I personally don't, recollect. Right. So yeah, man, she's about to pop off, man. It's like everybody can feel it. We can't say the day and hour, but we know that we're moments away, man. We moments away. All right. Let me grab this, and that's pretty much been a point. All right, that we looking for this shit to go ahead and start popping off on a whole nother level, man. We'll grab a couple of these. This is Isaiah 29:6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts." Right? "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire," man. So all types of natural disasters, whether or not they be man-made or whether they're directly from the angels on the most high, on high, he's telling you this is how he's going to visit. He's visiting this place, man. See the Hurricane Burrow, what occurred with that, that massive earthquake in Turkey a couple years ago that killed 50,000 people. That's the most high visiting this place, man. So when this person comment, and they were like, "Oh, God, save us, pray." Well, the Most High is telling you here, man, look, I'm the one bringing this about. All right. And we know that he's bringing this about because we're in that time of judgment, man. He wants people. There's going to be millions of casualties, deaths, structural damage, grid failures, all these types of things are about to occur, man, in these times ahead because there's a change of rulership taking place and this current system is being destroyed, man. So it's going to get a whole lot worse, very, very soon, man. Okay. Yeah. Right. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire," man. Now let's grab this one, okay, as well. Luke 21:11. All right, it says, Luke 21:11, it says, "And great earthquakes shall be in divers places," which means many, many different places. Right? It says, "And famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven," man. So, the eclipses and, a whole lot of other shit, man. Apparitions, just a lot of shit that people, that's going to show people that, look, man, this is we're in different times now, man. You know what I'm saying? That spiritual dimension is coming through. All right. It says, "And great earthquakes shall be in divers places and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven," man, which once again, when you go into the pestilence, I forgot to mention that, but they talking about bird flu and the dengue virus and bubonic plague and all these different things, man, that they're coming out and pushing in the news and into the media is all grounds for them to bring about another pandemic, man. So when you actually pay attention and see all the things that are gearing up and everything that's lying, that's not to mention cyber attacks that's been taking place. Matter of fact, I gotta probably Lord willing go into that. All right, because they saying China, man, that look, man, any moment China could just shut this whole entire nation's infrastructure down, man. You know, the grid and shit. You know, because they've compromised it, right? And you know, we looking at a lot of shit that's shaping up, man, around this time, man. It's like you can tell we're nearing the wire, man. We're nearing the end of we're nearing the wire, and you know, at the point to where this shit's about to break, okay? And you know, when you have major shit like this taking place, and they got to bring in martial law and FEMA and you know, shit like that, and oh well, we can't have the elections because X, Y, and Z and shit, man. Like, hey man, we're just gonna stay circumspect and we're gonna stay tuned. But we do know scriptures speak of earthquakes, all right, and major things like the major natural disasters taking place because we are at the end of this age, man. So don't be surprised. All right, but I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Bashem Rakakadash, DTA Baba Ball, Shalom.